Okay, I'm assuming that either you purchased the EI Hex or you're thinking about purchasing the EI Hex. This tutorial will help you make the best use of your resource. So the first thing we're going to do is log in and set the price that you wish to receive for units of your Hex. But I do want to remind you that with tremendous power comes tremendous responsibility. You basically own all of the factors of production in the country. EI Hex is not just a power hex, it's a resource hex, it's a labor hex. It's the factors of production that are necessary in order for everything to run. And so you're going to be aware of the fact that, yes, you have certain things that you want to accomplish for yourself, but the decisions that you make are going to affect everyone in the country, every single decision you make as a EI Hex owner. And so, yes, you have individual goals, but keep in mind that the decisions you make will determine the well-being of the country. And of course, the well-being of the country is your concern as well. And it will affect your quality of life and your outcome in terms of the game. So please be aware of your tremendous responsibility. Whether you're running it as a private citizen or as a member of government, weigh all of your choices with the whole country in mind. So having said that, let's go and log in to Civic Mirror. Okay, so hopefully you have your bookmark set up so that you can log in easily. Then go to your home, click on home. And here you're going to see your properties. And here E4 is this particular power company. The first thing you want to do is tell your customers what price they need to pay in order to get an EI unit. Now, you know, the fair thing would be to offer the same price for everyone. But again, if you are a member of government or if you are a humanitarian and you end up with a sliding scale, that's your business. But here, perhaps you want to put the general minimum that you would accept for a power unit. And that makes it easier for people to know how to trade with you. I'm going to put here 150. You will determine what you think is the correct price here. And click Update Asking Price for Unit. It just makes trade go a lot faster. Now you can also put what you would ask for the hex itself. Let's say you get tired of doing the power hex every single year. Sometimes, everybody is coming to you and it makes it harder for you to take care of your family. I have had some power or EI Hex owners have repeatedly lose children because they're so busy with their work as EI Hex owner that they never have time to take care of their family. So let's say you decide at some point that you really would like to have someone else take this, but you want to make sure you can provide for your family. Well, then put a huge price on it. $10,000. Somebody's willing to pay you $10,000, you know you're going to be able to support your family with $10,000 for the rest of the game. And then you get to take a vacation. Somebody might actually be willing to pay that much. I don't know, maybe not, but they might. Maybe the government will. Go ahead and put your asking price for the hex. Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to show you is some people will try and steal the EI Hex from you, and they'll do it in a very tricky way, and I'm going to show you how that works. Find out what's going on with your trades. You can click this trade button up here, and down here you'll see where it says incoming trades. So I'm going to click on this incoming trade. Someone's trying to get something from you, and look, oh my goodness, they're offering you 1,500. That's a great price. Sure, I'll give them a unit. But look down here. It's actually not 1,500 for a unit of EI unit. It's actually, they've put in here that they're trying to get your hex for $1,500. You always want to check over here what it is that they're getting in exchange for what they're offering you. I doubt if you want to sell your hex for $1,500. I doubt if you got your hex for $1,500. So whenever you see this, you always pay attention to, okay, who's the student who's trying to trick me? This is someone you don't want to. This student is just a fake student, demo 2. But whoever the student is, this is someone you probably don't want to vote for government, president, or what have you, because they're clearly dishonest. Or they're clueless, one or the other. Keep track of students like that and be very careful when they trade with you or when they run for government. In the meantime, you click this Reject Trade button. Okay, so now we're going to refresh our trades again. Click on the trade button to refresh. And here we have another incoming trade. Now let's see if this one's a little better. Click on the incoming trade. This is what they're offering. Okay, that's my asking price. And what is it that they want in return? 1 EI unit. You have 11 EI units. Okay, we can accept this trade. This is an acceptable trade. Accept trade. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to cover is how you take care of your family yourself. You're going to be very busy as an EI Hex owner, especially if you're also part of the government. But you also need to take care of you and take care of your household. So we're going to click on your My Status page. We're going to have to look at you've got, if you don't take care of this problem of being homeless, if you don't take care of this problem of not having anything to eat, 2 family members, one for this one for this one, are going to die at the end of the year. You definitely don't want that to happen, especially since you have the money to take care of them. Also, you want to look at your human services assignment. Yours will probably be different from this one. It might be the same, but usually yours might say 2 health units here or 2 education units here. Everybody's assignment is different. So you want to check what your human services assignment is and try and get those taken care of early on. Because especially in the early parts of the game, these are, unless somebody builds a new hospital, unless somebody builds a new school, these are in very short supply. You want to take care of these quickly. And then finally, if you take care of all of these problems and you still have time left, you will certainly have money left because you own the EI unit. Then you want to take care of wild card protection. But I'm going to show you something that students often do. Often they will buy a unit, but then they won't actually consume it, which is like buying a bunch of groceries and then never feeding your children. If you buy the food, but you don't actually feed your children, they will die anyway. So not only do you purchase a unit, you also need to click consume the unit, whatever that is. If you buy security, you've got to click the button that says use security. If you buy healthcare, you've got to click the button that says use healthcare. So I'm going to show you how to do a trade so that you can get some food for your family. So we click here on trade and we find out who has the food. Here's units available. Down here, we're going to hover over this 18. Okay, this demo 2 person, fake person, in your game is going to be somebody else, but this will show you who has it. We're going to make a trade with the person who has the food. So I find demo 2 over here, click begin trade. All you need is 1 unit for your family. And remember, at least at the beginning of the game, if somebody hasn't built a new farm, if you take more than 1 unit of food, you are basically causing a person in your country to starve to death because there's only enough for everyone to have 1 unit. So please keep that in mind when you're purchasing food. They've set their price at $100 a unit, so we're going to put 1 unit here. This is what we want, a unit of food. We're going to offer their asking price, which is $100. Now, you click on the Submit Trade to Demo button, right? Submit trade to whomever. But with trading, especially if it's something really important like housing or food, you always want to back it up by going and talking to the person. My experience of working with this game for, I don't know, 8 years now, is that the trades are always more successful if you talk to the person in face-to-face. Even if it's somebody you don't even know and you're not friends with, the face-to-face request is always going to put you at a higher priority than someone who just sends the trade through. Plus, it'll get it done faster. And a lot of these things are in short supply, which means if you get at the front of the line, you're much less likely to starve, for example. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to talk to Demo 2 and get that person to accept the trade. So I'm going to pause this video. Okay, so I've talked to the person, they've accepted it, they've put the trade through, so I'm going to go back to my status, and now this button is highlighted. These aren't because I don't have the units, but this one is highlighted. So I'm ready to click this button. Now my family is all fed for the year and they're not going to starve. Oh, that's it. We've covered everything. Good luck with the game. Best wishes to you, your family, and your country.